Hello everyone, and how are you today? It is Sunday, and I made another video already on Sunday, which is today, announcing this video, which is going to be about the number one most requested video I have. Now you may hear some noise next door. This is 3 houses down, but they're talking very loudly in Spanish. One time they were talking very loudly in Spanish, and the man, I think there's a lot of them, not to say anything racist, a lot of them live in a 2-bedroom condominium. I think it's about I think it's about 17 live in a 2-bedroom, so it gets pretty loud up there. And one time I was filming the sky, the moon, and they were out there talking about something. They use the word trabajo a lot, which is work. I think they talk about that work. It's one man there. I know he has 3 jobs, another one has 2, and the kids. And so somebody, what they're saying right now is somebody was supposed to do some work and they didn't do it. So I don't know if that means chores like washing the dishes. But what he said was, and this is him, and he is Mexican. He said the reason Mexicans talk so loud is we have nothing to say, but we're going to say it real loud. That's what he said. I don't know if that's true. Is it true? Tap tap tap. Are you Mexican? I know a lot of Mexican people are. They call themselves Mexican. I don't know what I don't know what they're told they're supposed to be called. But when I used to work in the restaurant industry, I had a lot of people that were from Mexico, El Salvador, Guatemala, that kind of things, and they work in the restaurant industry a lot. But anyway, that's what's going on over there. So if you do hear that, sometimes the dog, when they get real loud, all the dogs start barking. So that does occur a lot. Have there been complaints in my condominium complex? The answer to that is why yes. None in my backyard, not in my condo complex. They don't like them here because the person who owns the condominium is their employer, and part of what he does when he works, he gives them some housing. So I don't know what's going on. Not my business. I just say hi to them. They have a big truck, and they fill our dumpsters up with a lot of materials from their work, and they get people mad about that too. But anyway, this is the number one most requested video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. So the reason I'm making this video now is because a lady that has been watching the channel now since it started, which is almost 2 years now. 2 years. You can't really put that post. That means I think it means FU in Great Britain. I don't know. So anyway, 1-2. If you do 1-2. Anyway, the channel's almost 2 years old. It'll be 2 years old in September. I think it's September the 1st. We were having a heat wave then, and we're having a heat wave now in California. Is it hot where you are? But anyway, she requested this video because she saw that I had a bone infection in my toe, and they want to do an amputation. They want to cut off the toe or the foot or the leg, depending on how far it spread. What they're gonna do is they're gonna cut it off and then see if they got it all. If they didn't get it all, they're gonna do it again and maybe cut off more. So I was at least gonna lose the big toe. I did not lose the big toe. I used instead I got 6 weeks of antibiotics for a day. IVs, not antibiotics. No, I'm talking IVs that I had to give to myself. I had a PICC line that went from about right here all the way to my heart. You watch them put the PICC line in, it looks like a snake going to your heart. It's scary, scary, scary. You can't get that wet, because if you get it wet, then it could cause another infection. So it's really scary. I mean, it was a scary, scary time, and I did not have to lose my toe. Right now, I'm battling something else on my toe, but it's not a bone infection. It's just a slow to heal wound. Diabetics get slow healing wounds a lot of times on the feet, and I've also got cellulitis all on the same leg, always on the right leg, and the 2 things I'm having right now are from the big foot on the right leg. And she said, wow, they were going to cut it off, and I said, yes, that's what I want to do, and it makes sense to me. I'm not arguing the fact, you have something that's rotten. If you grab your big old block of cheddar cheese, there's a little bit of blue mold on there, you may not want to throw away the big block. You may want to cut off that little piece where it's not molded, and that makes total sense to me. And I equate that with the same situation with my toe. So I was able to save my toe. Right now I'm battling this toe infection, not toe infection, this wound on my toe. Hopefully, finally, I'll get to have the all clear to go back and start working out, or not working out, but walking. My numbers have all gone up. If you don't exercise and you only do it by diet, but the way you achieved your success was exercise and diet and supplements, and but you take away exercise could be 30%, 50% of the equation, and now that's gone. So I'm trying to do it all just diet, and I'm not having that much success. My numbers have gone up, and I gained some weight. So she was telling me, I've been following your videos now for 2 years, almost 2 years, and I asked this question of you almost 2 years ago. Can you tell me what to do? can you tell me what to do? She's asked me, can I tell her what to do? And I said, once again, no, I cannot. The channel's not made for that. They're getting louder over there. My channel is not made for that. That's not what my channel's about. My channel is only about what I do. The reason I made this channel was at the request of others, because of the fact people said, can you tell me how to do this with my diet? Can you tell me how to do this with my exercise? Can you tell me how to do this? Should I drink Diet Coke? Should I drink Diet Pepsi? Should I drink? And they'd always ask me, and I said, well, I should be typing all the time answering these questions. And someone said, why don't you just make a video of each thing that is asked of you? Some of it's general things. I know people have questions about, David, how did you lose this weight? David, what did you do? And that kind of stuff. That's fine. But what I'm saying is that since everybody's asking me the same questions, why not make videos? And that's why the channel was born. So thank you for those of you who made that suggestion. And it's grown pretty big. We're almost at 13,000 subscribers. Hey, let's celebrate the second year and let's get 13,000 subscribers. So please subscribe. But I was asked to tell people what to do, and I can't. I can only tell you what I did. I won't tell you what I did. But she was saying that she listened to some of what I did, but didn't do all of it, and now she has gangrene. Yikes! That sounds like something you get, like, was it like some kind of rod? Gangrene. Something you get in the jungles of during World War II. Gangrene, and it's really bad. And so they made some cuts. So she didn't tell me how much they cut. I don't know if they did a full amputation yet, or will they? They say that the majority of the time, if you do get gangrene, that's an amputation. Sometimes they can treat it with not removing like an entire leg, but cutting out. I guess they always, I don't, from what I understand about gangrene, from her and from other people I know who've had it, I know that one, diabetics are very, very, or more likely to get it than others. Yeah, here in the United States. She's in the United States. I think she lives in Montana. But it seems they always have to cut away the dead portion. I guess whether it kills nerves or kills cells or kills some, whatever it kills, they usually cut that away. So you may not lose your toe, but it might have a big chunk out of it, like you got like a surfboard that's been bit by a shark or something. So that's what she's facing now. Yikes. That's what she's facing. And that's what, when I was facing just the removal of one toe, I was terrified. You know, because they might remove my toe. First I say, well, can you remove part of the toe? Can you do this? And who knows what they can do? They can give you some shots. Maybe they're going to put you, give you a thing to make you go to sleep. And then are you watching them do the surgery? And you said, wait a minute, I didn't say you could take that much. I'm saying you can only take that much. How do you regulate that? How is that going to be regulated? So she said, David, can you tell me what to do? And I said, the problem is when people see my videos, they say, I'm going to do this. 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 They do it for a little while, and then they stop. It's kind of like the keto diet. A lot of people go on the keto diet. I would just research the keto diet today. A lot of people tell me the keto diet is based on total carbs. It's based on net carbs. I think, how can someone eat 30 total carbs in a day and that be enough to have the energy to do other things, enough protein, all that? Well, it turns out it's not based on total. It's based on net, and net is the amount of carbs. Subtract away the amount of fiber. So if you eat a high fiber food, then the net carbs is lower. But everybody out there thinks it's, or that I talk to, thinks it's based on total carbs. Anyway, I can't survive that. But anyway, so she's about to lose, I guess, part of her leg. She said that she's overweight, and she said that her doctor told her to lose about 80 pounds. And she's a female, so that's a lot on a female. That's a lot on anybody, but on a female, they say that's a lot of weight to lose, 80 pounds. They told her to change her diet, and she didn't do it. They told her to do this, and she didn't do any of that stuff. And I said, well, if your doctors are telling you what to do, why would you come to me and ask me, can I tell you what to do? Because I'm not a doctor, and I don't know you, and I don't see you, and I don't check your blood sugars, and I don't check your lab work. I mean, I could look at someone's lab work and say, wow, it looks like you have really high blood sugar. Oh, hey, it looks like your cholesterol. I can do some of that, but that's not useful. So she said, David, well, what exactly would I need to do? I said, well, this is what I think. I can't remember her name. I'm not going to say her name. She didn't give me permission to say her name, just to talk about her story. But the thing is, I can't do it for you. And this is the whole thing I'm going to tell you right now. In order for me to save my life, I was facing possible death a few times through cellulitis and all this stuff. They gave me heparin because of I was having a heart attack. So luckily I was able to not be dead. I was allowed to not be dead. And that's great. Don't forget to subscribe. But what did it take? And I've told her, this is what it's going to take for you, I think. I can't tell you what to do. I think if you get approval to do the things that I do from your doctor, from your nutritionist, from your pharmacist, from your personal trainer, whoever it is that's helping you, your nurse practitioner, your nurse, whoever it is that's giving you your help to better your life on your journey, then it's going to take 2 hours, 2 years of my channel, 2 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you'd have to, in my opinion, most likely, you're going to have to dedicate 2 hours to save your life, 14 hours a week. Do you have 2 hours a day that you can, that you can invest in saving your life? I don't know. I'm not sure. But I took the 2 hours a day, 7 days a week, sometimes 2.5 hours, sometimes 3 hours, to save my life. Yeah. Did I save my life? No, I believe that God had a lot to do with it, like all of it. So if you can do everything right, and if God says, hey, David, that's it, I need you home, that's it, I'm going home. So, yeah, so I could have done all of that and still, you know, man, oh, wow, my numbers are great. Look at this. My blood pressure is perfect. My weight, I'm 4 pounds less than they said I should be. Wow, my goal weight, whatever my target weight, I'm 4 pounds under that. My blood sugar is great. I'm so excited. I'm going to go out and walk across the street and get hit by a bus. I'm dead. So that kind of thing could happen. But in reality, if I wanted to prepare my life, to better my life, to have a good, straight line, good life on a good, healthy journey from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet. And my bottom of my feet's got an owie right now. My head feels okay right now. It's kind of empty. Rattle, 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 rattle. But anyway, I had to invest 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day. That's 14 hours a week to save my life. The cost involved, 0. The pain level, 0. The inconvenience, 0. I had to spend 2 hours. Can you spend 2 hours a day to save your life? That's the question. When I started this channel, I started telling you the number one thing I had to do was, and you probably do too, is to determine your motivation and find your willpower to make that motivation come to fruition, to the front of the pack, the Saved by the Bell, whatever. But those, you have to figure that out. And people said, I said, well, people have written me about their motivation. What's your motivation? Well, I'm going to go to the Bahamas in September, and it's now July. What do? That's my motivation, to be slim, to go to Bahamas. Well, you can just go ahead and just write that in the trash, because that's stupid. Yeah, that's dumb. Because first of all, in 2 months, you're probably not going to lose that much. And if you do, it's probably going to be pretty dangerous. And second of all, that's not the kind of motivation I'm talking about. I'm talking about life-changing, life-ending, life-extending, healthy life versus unhealthy life motivation. Determine your motivation, and then find out what's the willpower you're going to have to make that come true. And you'll need to invest about 2 hours a day, at first, maybe less later, over 7 days. Can you do it? Can you give yourself 2 hours to save your life? I had to do it to save mine. On the video, I show you in segments of what I did. Yeah, what I did. Is this a diet channel? No. Fitness channel? No. Weight loss channel? No. Less inches on my tummy channel? No. All that stuff could happen, but it's not that. It's a healthy journey. And I took 2 hours a day, 2 hours a day, to save my life. Because I decided I wanted to do that. Will I die one day? I'm pretty sure I will. I'll be leaving this earth. Or, I don't know. Maybe my body will be here. Maybe I'll become a tree. I don't know. But we all are going to die. But we don't have to rush it. If you enjoy living, people say, well, I'll be a lot happier in heaven. Well, okay, but why not enjoy it here and then go to heaven? Whatever your thoughts are, whatever your religious beliefs are, that's fine. But just because one day I'll be dead doesn't mean I have to be unhealthy and in pain and having surgeries and having complete total stress until the day I die. And also, a lot of times you don't realize this. Your health condition may stress others, your spouse, your kids, your parents, your co-workers. A lot of them get stressed too. They go, wow, so-and-so, she's not very healthy, or he's not very healthy. But this lady has gangrene. I had a bone infection called osteo something, whatever, I don't know. I put it back there at the beginning. It was an infection in my toe, which almost caused my leg. So if you're a diabetic, take care of your feet. If you're a diabetic, make sure you lower those carbs, most likely. I'm not telling you what to do. As a diabetic, that's what we're supposed to do. So if you have 2 hours a day, 7 days a week, I'm pretty sure you can save your life. It's up to you. So if you want to know how to do that, you can put your question in the comment section, but I think you already know how to do it. I can help you with the time management that I did. I don't really have a video out on the time management. If you'd like me to make a video of the time management of how I was able to take those 2 hours and figure out, did I do it 2 hours at once, lump sum, maybe, sometimes. Did I do it 2 hours in pieces? Now a lot of people say, well, David, this takes longer than 2 hours because you got to make food. Right, and if you're not doing this, and if you're not a diabetic, are you going to eat? Yeah. If you're not trying to save your life in 2 hours, are you going to eat? Right. So we don't count that. So they say, well, David, you made a healthy salad, and I made myself a very unhealthy souffle or whatever. Okay. So what? So you're saying, David, you modified your cooking. That's not within those 2 hours. Yeah, but I have to cook and eat anyhow. These are 2 hours of things that you're not doing now. I bet I wasn't doing now. I'm telling you. And there's things throughout the day. There's also ways that you can do the 2 hours and also get extra on top of that. And it's not unhealthy. Well, not you. There's also what I found is if I do the 2 hours a day, I can also do other stuff throughout the day that doesn't hurt me. It's not like I'm overdoing it. There's little teeny tricks and tips and hacks that I can do. So if you have if you have a tip, a hack, a suggestion, a question, right there in the question in the old comment section. Should we do another video on time management? How I manage my time to get this done? People say, I don't have 2 hours. 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 I don't have 5 minutes. I have kids and I go to school and okay. I get it. You don't convince me. But if you have 2 hours, you can probably save your life. Take care. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to know more about the 2 hours, right there. I think you know what I did. I think you know what you need to do. But you can get it all done within 2 hours, and you might be able to save your life. Take care.